Welcome to a new episode of Sailing Kourou. This week we're hiking up a rather steep cape to visit the tower, or torre, on top of it. We got a glimpse of a firefighter airplane in action and witness how she's taking on water. We say goodbye to our friends Steffi and David and start a new boat project right away in a stunningly beautiful anchorage.
She ain't mine, but she look fine. Gonna take some time, gonna make her mine, gonna make her mine.
It was a short but steep hike uphill. Stephanie decided to sleep off her birthday from the day before, and the rest of us took on the beautiful trail.
So we have decided to take a little hike to Toro del Cap in Camp de Mar. And I have to say it's pretty steep uphill, but it's worth it because the smell of all the pine trees is just absolutely beautiful. So we're about halfway there, I'd say, right? More or less?
More or less.
More than halfway? Okay. So, yeah, see you up there.
In the 16th century, Majorca was plagued by pirate attacks and plundering tribes roaming the seas of the Mediterranean. The torres, as they call the lookout towers on top of almost every cape on the island, were always inside of each other to be able to send visual warnings in case of a pirate attack. This particular torre was rebuilt by a local architect and paid for by the famous model Claudia Schiffer, who owned the property back then. These ruins always make us wonder how it really was back then, when you look down into the bay and see merchant ships and galleons anchored below.
Defense towers, they were all around the coast of Majorca, as a prevention of possible pirate attacks. And that was in between 1579 and 1582.
Can you imagine, like, living here in this time?
No,
craziness.
I can imagine being the pirate coming in with the ship.
Yeah, I know you would. Okay, I checked twice. There is no entrance. So we just witnessed a water plane probably taking on water in the bay. I tried to film it, but I don't know if I got a good shot. We'll see. But pretty amazing to see an airplane just land in the bay next to the boats and everything.
The week with our PIT, our pirate in training, and Stephanie went by so quickly. And on our way back to Palma, David was reflecting on a week of hard training and backbreaking labor on Kourou.
If something should come between us, I promise I will stay. Even when we're treading water and the colors seem to fade. You know the truth of it is, I was scared to move forward. But now that I've made my way in, I will not turn around.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good job.
I'll see you next time.
Everything I am.
You guys ready to leave Kourou?
No,
Why not?
we want to stay here forever.
Forever and ever. Hey bro, sushi bro,
Sushi, bro.
you ready to leave Kourou?
No, I'm not ready. It's so sad to leave, but I think I can apply for be like, pirate training again.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
You already absolved your training.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
My medal. Thanks.
That was actually the last day we stayed in an actual marina for 80 straight days. The prices in the Balearics quadruple in high season, so from here on out we challenged us to stay away from these evil money monsters. We found ourselves a stunningly beautiful bay called Es Trenc in the southeast of Mallorca, where boat work was calling. Our anodes got eaten away in only 3 months, but it was our own fault. Zinc on top of copper-based paint apparently doesn't match. So this time we made sure to leave a little gap between anodes and hull. It's a bummer, we actually just clean everything out, and I put everything in here and now we take it out again. But I guess that's just how it is here on the boat, right? Oh look, a paddleboard. Today we're going to replace the anode on our port hull, which is a little difficult because we're in the water, and the bolts they were using weren't the wrong ones, but the system is different, so you could only take the anode away or change the anode when the boat is out of the water. So we have to be quick and plug the holes before we start to sink. We're not gonna sink. I mean, we're just gonna remove one bolt and plug it. So Rea's gonna be on the outside of the hull because there is mostly only holding and you know, not like scraping away the Saga flakes and everything. So she's gonna be outside, and she's the more experienced diver than I am. So makes total sense.
You know everything I have belongs to you. You know everything I have belongs to you. You know everything I have belongs to you.
We're absolute rookies and do everything we do for the first time with as much common sense as possible. Sometimes that's enough, and some other times not at all. But this anode thing went well, and we did not sink the boat. We took advantage of the beautiful surroundings and started another project right away. After all, owning a boat just means boat projects carried out in fancy places, right? Bimphy is giving us headaches. She's losing air. I know you heard me saying that before, like I think in the first episode. But now she's losing air on a different tube. It's we pumped her twice today, and I even fixed her back there, like here. And I fixed her in front on the bow, and I fixed her, or she got already fixed here and here, and yeah, it doesn't really look good. So but we're trying to patch her up again. So how do you find a hole in a dinghy? Well, you basically put some soap on whatever spot you think could be damaged, and rub over it with water and a sponge, and you will see like the bubbles are coming out. So that's what we're gonna do again. It seems like it's like right at the seam, and that's pretty hard to fix. The next morning, we woke up to the most pristine waters we have ever seen since we're sailing on Koru. It's these moments where you can check on your anchor from the foredeck because the water is so crystal clear, you can see the hook from 40 meters away. As a natural response to the blue waters, we jumped right away.
Hello everybody, I just woke up from a little nap. It's like 7 p.m. on a Friday evening. We're still on Mallorca and St. Jordi. It's very nice here, the water is crystal clear. But it is also, there's a lot of swell for the past like 26 hours. So I couldn't sleep well at night, so that's why I took a nap today. But we spent almost all day at the beach, so that's nice for a change. And I think we will sail on shortly, or like in a few days. We have a friend coming and we will most likely pick her up somewhere around here and then sail towards Ibiza.
But before we set sail southwest, we took the time to explore the apparently oldest salt mines in Mallorca.
So this right there behind me is a salt production facility. It's very famous here in St. Jordi for its pure, flaky salt. It's very famous. So I'm gonna go and fly the drone and see if I can get a few cool shots.
The oldest found ceramic remains make historians believe that the salt extraction in Mallorca started as early as in the 4th century before Christ. The view from a bird's eye was just spectacular. We ended this day in great company with a glass of wine and games, which I always won, of course.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning. It's been a very quiet night, and we're still in Es Trenc. Beautiful bay with crystal clear blue water like in the Caribbean. Today, Pristine is arriving, our new crew member, and we're really looking forward to that. We met up with a friend of hers yesterday, which happened to be here as well in Es Trenc, and it was a really funny night. We had a little bit too much to drink. That's why Rea doesn't feel so superb.
I totally forgot this morning to do my thought of the day because there was none. I was pretty hungover, still am a little bit, but we had a lot of fun. Yesterday was a great day with sun and drinks and friends, and we also today we just wait in about 2 hours. Our friend Christine will arrive. And so we can't wait for her to come, and she will stay with us for about 4 weeks. And yes, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully my headache is gone by then.
I'm on my way ashore to pick up Christine. She's arriving in about, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes. She's in the taxi. Just thought the dinghy motor like fails on me. Nah, we're good.
Spread out and scatter. Can you feel the music getting hotter?
Guapísimo! The beautiful one! I love you!
I love your boat and I love your folks!
I love you too! Te quiero, mi amor!
That was crazy. I don't know what was with this guy. I have no clue. So when I picked up Pristine, we're gonna go back and see what was the matter. So cool. So Christine is gonna stay with us for hell, I don't know, 2 months. We'll see. And we know her from back in Switzerland. She's a good friend of ours, and the first time she was spending a couple of days on Koru, it clicked immediately, and the vibes were really good. So we asked her if, you know, she wants to come aboard for a while, and she said yes. So we're very excited.
Join us next time when our new crew gets settled in and we're waiting in another stunning bay on a weather window to cross over to Ibiza. These videos are made with love and are dedicated to everyone who is not yet ready to cut the lines and sail off into the sunset. To everyone who seeks adventures and dreams of pure freedom and endless summers. To all of you free spirits and wandering souls, see you out there.